Hi everyone, in this week's video I'm going to be talking about what to expect in month one when you have a baby. So if you hear any gurgling noises, that's autumn, just waking up. So in month one you'll find that you're very tired, very emotional, very sensitive. Well, this is all in my experience, is what I'm telling you. Other people experience different things, but I was very sensitive, very emotional. They call it the baby blues in the first 2 weeks after having a baby, but it should get better. But if it doesn't, that's fine. You just go and speak to your health professional, your health visitor, your doctor, and they'll help you, and also give you numbers to contact counsellors, etc. But I'm a qualified counsellor by trade, so I could see the signals and the signs of what it was and why it was. And it's basically because your hormones are everywhere. You're feeling very, um, you're very aware of everything that's happening. You're very sensitive to everything that's happening because you've just been through a very traumatic, exciting, world changing experience for you. And when I had my daughter, my eldest, when she was 15, um, I had her, and as soon as she come out, I had her in the birthing pool. Um, just felt like euphoric, like I was floating on air, and that lasts for about 3 days, and then you're like crazy. Trust me, you feel insane. You go up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, this is me. I was really happy and then really scared I wasn't doing things right. Um, and I felt like, with the because I breastfed as well, I felt like I was so tired. I was delirious, and I went to the nursing station and I was like, my baby's not breathing, because I thought she wasn't breathing, and they was like, she's got her eyes open, she's alert, she's looking at you. I was like, oh, sorry, because I thought that she'd stopped breathing. But that's like your first couple of days, and then after that you're more relaxed. You've obviously come home, if you have come home. I didn't come home for a week, but when you come home you feel more relaxed because you've got the help of your partner or whoever's at home, and you're in your own bed. And in that first week, you just, as when I was a first time mum, you just like, am I doing it right? That's what I felt like. And is this the right amount of time to feed them? Is this the right amount of time to settle them? Do I leave them to cry? Because 15 years ago there was none of this. What is it they say now? Like a baby can never be held for too long, like now. But back in the day, it was, if they've been fed, if they've been changed, if they're full, they've been burped, they can be left to cry, not for ages, but they can be left to cry to settle themselves. And I couldn't do it. And I used to think, God, why can't I? And it would make my heart boom, 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 boom out my chest. And then I would just think, I can't do it. I'm gonna have to stay with her. So I'd like settle her in my bed and then take her into a cot. Um, and I did close sleep as well with Shauna. And obviously, you have like we had a cot that was right next to the bed, and then she slept in there, and then I'd feed her, and she'd lay at the side of me until she fell asleep, and then I'd put her back in a cot. But if I did drift in and out of sleep, I couldn't stay asleep because I used to think I was going to roll on her. And I know lots of people do it. I just couldn't actually be asleep. You can't. I don't think. You feel like you're like, oh, all the time. Like, where is she? If I rolled on her. But yeah. And then in the second week, you start to feel a bit more normal, in the sense that you've got a bit more sleep, because in the first week they're up pretty much every 2 hours, needing a feed, and if they don't get up every 3 hours, you've got to get them up, and then you sort of get into a routine of waking up every 3 hours. You get used to it, and then what in the second week you also don't feel as hormonal. Well, you still feel hormonal, but in the first week you're just like, whoa, and obviously you're tired as well. I'm gonna have to get Autumn 1 second. Come here, Beano. Here she is. Let's have a look at you. Let's see you. Oh, she just did a burp. But yeah, in your second week, you're not as bad. I'll try and get her in the picture as well. Hello, gorgeous. Hello. Hello, beautiful. You're just like, you're more in tune with the fact that you know why you're tired, and you know why you're crying, and you know why you're being oversensitive. But yeah, the third week is more like you think, oh, I've got this now, and you start getting into a routine with baby, and they start understanding what they need more, and you begin creating that bond where you know if a cry means they need a boob, or they need a bottle wherever you feed them. Hi, baby. She's wanting a feed, so just 1 second. Yeah, and you become more aware of different types of cries, of knowing if they're wriggling, that they need a burp, knowing that your body sort of wakes itself up at the times that they get up, and they become aware of who you are, in the sense that when you're in the room and they've had a feed and they've gone down. Sorry, she's just being greedy, so you can hear her latching and suckling because she's acting like she's starving. But yeah, in that third week, like, they know you're in the room, so they feel safe, and that's what I've always been like. Like, I always walk in and out of the room when they're asleep, and like leave the door open so they can hear me, and have the telly on in the same room as them, and it's just so they become more susceptible to sleeping in them conditions. And I always feel like people that don't do that, and they're like shh shh, like my friends that have babies, like that I've grown up and seen growing up, have been the ones that, not all babies like this, just in my opinion and what I've seen, of not wanting to go to bed because they're used to complete silence, and if they hear anything it wakes them up. So yeah, I just leave doors open and stuff. And then by week 4, I can remember just going out and feeling not completely normal, but I wasn't sore or anything, and I was going to my friend's house and going visiting family, and because week 1, 2 and 3 and people are coming round, you're just sort of like in and out of sleep. Hi, you okay? Everything goes so fast. And then like by week 4, personally I felt like I could go and do the shopping and things like that, and I would take Shauna to baby groups, and which sounds so weird saying, because there's like literally nothing on at the moment. Like, I've paid for online baby sensory classes, that's why I've been doing the free ones on here. I'll be doing 1 a week. But yeah, it's just nothing's on, is it? You just feel like, oh god, I feel alone. But yeah, I'm lucky that I have my family and I have friends that I can Zoom chat and that. But if you ever need to talk or anything, just DM me or just comment and I'll reply back, because I don't ever want anyone to feel lonely or anything like that. I'm always here. I am actually, truthfully, a qualified counsellor by trade, so if you ever need to talk, please feel free to do so. But yeah, in your first 4 weeks, you're on an emotional roller coaster, and you're just so excited about everything as well, and everything's a new adventure. And like going out with your buggy for the first time, and taking around to see your family for the first time, and taking her to your friend's house, and putting your pictures up on Facebook and stuff. It's just an amazing time. If you've got any questions, or you'd like me to do any more videos, or you've got a certain topic that you want me to talk about, please let me know. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.